Hello students, this is my first lecture on two-dimensional geometry CC1 semester 1. I have already completed the chapters transformation of axis and conic section. This is the new chapter, reduction of the general equation of second degree into standard form. The first theorem is find the condition that the general equation of second degree may represent a parabola, an ellipse or a hyperbola. So proof is general equation of second degree is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Give it as equation 1. We know that this equation 1, represents a pair of straight line if ABC plus 2fgh minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is equal to 0, or we can write it as delta equal to 0. This expression ABC plus 2fgh minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is also written as delta. So if delta equal to 0, equation 1 will represent a pair of a straight line, and equation 1 will represent a circle if A is equal to B and H is equal to 0. And also equation 1 will represent a conic section if delta not equal to 0. That is, if the value of ABC plus 2fgh minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is not equal to 0. So now come to the proof. Let S be the focus. Let the coordinate of S be alpha beta. Pxy be a moving point. Draw PM perpendicular on MK. MK be the directrix, and let the equation of directrix is Lx plus My plus n equal to 0. So come to the description. Let S alpha beta be the focus, and let Lx plus My plus n equal to 0 be the directrix MK of the conic section. Let Pxy be the moving point. Join SP and draw PM perpendicular MK. Then by definition of conic section, we know that SP by PM is equal to constant, and this constant is equal to E, eccentricity. So SP by PM is equal to E. This can be written as SP is equal to EPM. Squaring both sides, we will get SP square is equal to E square PM square. Value of SP square is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square equal to E square. PM square can be written as Lx plus My plus n divided by under root L square plus M square whole square. Simplifying this equation, we will get x square minus 2 alpha x plus alpha square plus y square minus 2 beta y plus beta square into L square plus M square is equal to E square, in bracket L square x square plus M square y square plus n square plus 2lm xy plus 2mn y plus 2nlx by using the formula a minus b whole square and a plus b plus c whole square. Expanding by using this formula, we will get this step. Simplifying further by taking common the terms of x square, the terms of y square, the terms xy, and so on, we will write it as L square plus M square minus E square L square x square plus L square plus M square minus E square M square y square minus 2lm xy into E square minus 2 in bracket alpha L square plus M square plus E square n L bracket close x minus 2 bracket beta L square plus M square plus E square mn bracket close y plus L square plus M square into alpha square plus beta square minus E square n square equal to 0. This give it as equation 2. And as I discussed earlier, equation 1 will represent a conic section, then delta not equal to 0, and hence if equation 1 and 2 both represent conic section, then we can compare it, and hence equation 1 and 2 should be identical, and therefore comparing them we have in equation 1 the coefficient of x square is a, and in equation 2 the coefficient of x square is L square plus M square minus E square L square. So a is equal to L square plus M square minus E square L square. Similarly, in equation 1 coefficient of y square is b, and in equation 2 the coefficient of y square is L square plus M square minus E square M square. So this must be equal to b. Similarly, E square Lm is equal to minus h, alpha into L square plus M square plus E square NL equal to minus g, beta into L square plus M square plus E square Mn equal to minus f, and L square plus M square into alpha square plus beta square minus E square N square equal to c. Now we want to calculate the value of h square minus ab. So since h is equal to E square Lm, so h square is e to the power 4 L square M square, and value of a is L square plus M square minus E square L square, and value of b is L square plus M square minus E square M square. Simplifying this, we will get e to the power 4 L square M square minus L to the power 4 plus L square M square minus E square L square M square plus L square M square plus M to the power 4 minus E square M to the power 4 minus E square L to the power 4 minus E square L square M square minus E to the power 4 L square M square. Now this term and this term, after opening the bracket, this both terms will be cancel out. So we are left with minus L to the power 4 plus M to the power 4 plus 2 L square M square. Take these terms together, and in the rest terms, if we take minus E square common, then we are left with L to the power 4 plus M to the power 4 minus 2 L square M square, which is the formula of L square plus M square whole square. So we will get h square minus ab is L square plus M square whole square bracket E square minus 1. Give it as equation 3. Now case 1, if E is equal to 1, if we put E is equal to 1 here, we will get 0. So h square minus ab is equal to 0 if we substitute E is equal to 1 in equation 3. So equation 1 will represent a parabola if h square minus ab is equal to 0, or we can write h square is equal to ab. Similarly, we know that if E is less than 1, then it will represent an ellipse. So if E is less than 1, then E square minus 1 is E square is also less than 1, or we can write E square minus 1 is less than 0. So equation 3 implies h square minus ab is less than 0, as this term is positive, and if E square minus 1 is less than 0, the whole term in the right hand side becomes 0. So h square minus ab is equal to is less than 0. So equation 1 will represent an ellipse if h square minus ab is less than 0, or we can write h square is less than ab. Similarly, case 3, if E is greater than 1, the conic will represent a hyperbola. So if E is greater than 1, then E square is also greater than 1, and E square minus 1 is greater than 0. So equation 3 implies this term is positive This term is positive, product of two positive terms is also positive, so h square minus ab is also greater than 0. So equation 1 will represent a hyperbola if h square minus ab is greater than 0 or h square is greater than ab. So this is it for this lecture. These conditions are very important. You have to practice this. Thank you.